I'ma mask up and take it, 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 mask up and take it.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, the only mask channel to do whatever this is. You guys remember in the last Halloween hunting when I got that really rotten Topstone wolf mask and thought maybe I could save it?
Flashback.
And I'm also going to be buying this actual Topstone wolf, and it's rotten into a hard, weird little ball. But that's okay, because I think we might be able to salvage it, and it's like 99 cents, so why not? I think if I can get this thing into hot water and get it treated and stuffed and stuff, I might be able to save it, and if not, it's $1. So.
End of flashback.
Well, that's what we're doing today.
What?
What's in the cup? Well, as you can see, it is a Tim Hortons cup, but there's this white substance in it. And no, it's not what you're thinking it is. This is actually called a cake and shake, and it's the best $5.28 you'll ever spend in your life. But you can't get it from just any old Tim Hortons. You have to have a Tim Hortons / Cold Stone Creamery. I'm serious, it's like they put a fucking cake in a blender and give it to you, and it is amazing.
Epic.
Anywho, as I was mentioning earlier, we are going to try to salvage this mask today. There's nowhere on it that's actually hard in rot. It's just all kind of squished, and I mean, I guess some of it is a little like tougher than other areas, but I really think that we can probably save this fucking mask. I've never worked with one that was as badly decomposed as this, or I guess out of shape or whatever, but the mask was $1, and we're just gonna see what happens. So I did find out that this wasn't the exact Topstone wolf that I'm after. It's just extremely similar. Pretty much the only difference in this mask and the one that Craig Jones wore is the teeth. These ones are a little thicker, and there's way more teeth on this than the other one. But everything else about it is identical, from the paint job to the actual hair. I couldn't quite tell what was going on at the thrift store because I don't know if you can tell what's going on, but you can't really tell what's going on. So what do you say we get started with this restoration, or whatever you want to call this? So the first thing that I'm doing is filling up my sink with some extremely hot water. And I mean it, this is the sexiest water I've ever seen in my life. And I'm just kind of soaking the mask in there, letting the heat get distributed throughout the entire piece. I figured using hot water was a better technique than using a hair dryer or a heat gun. I think that would just be too harsh, and I think the water is a little bit more forgiving since we are working with such old latex. And I also didn't want to melt any of the hair just in case any of it is synthetic. It does have a weird shine, so I'm not sure, but I just didn't want to heat any of the mask too much, so I'm using water. I feel like that's more forgiving, and yeah, that's that. So as you can see, the mask has already come uncrumpled, and it's very malleable now. I can move it around with my hands pretty easily. And once we're done running the hot water and we've got this thing full, we're just going to let it sit for a little while and kind of cool down in the water. That way the shape is nice and loose, just like your mom, and we'll go from there. So from here, we're just going to go ahead and wring the mask out and take it outside and try to stuff it with some bags and let it sit to try to keep the form as it cools and dries off. So as you can see here, I am stuffing the mask, and what you'll see is eventually I've got the mask pretty much overstuffed, and I'm just going to let it dry outside, and the mask is going to continually cool down. It is the evening here, so it's not like there's a big hot sun on it right now. It's just nice cool, and what happens is the mask is going to keep the shape that it cools in, or something similar for the most part. And by overstuffing, I've allowed room for, when I remove the stuffing, the mask to come back into place and not be so fat and bulky, but also not shrivel back up into a little ball, if that makes any sense. So we're just going to overstuff it and leave it outside to cool and to dry off. Alright, so the next thing is that obviously on this side you can see that the hair is attached to the mask, and on this side it is not. So the adhesive has come off, and we're just going to try to stick that back to the mask to kind of cover that up a little bit. I've got this Loctite vinyl and fabric glue. It's really weird, and it seems to work for everything that I use it on. So I'm just dabbing some on there, and I'm going to align the hair back onto the mask and press it on and hold it there for an extended period of time, and we should be good to go. Alright, well here we have it, and what do you say? Do you think we saved it? think it looks pretty fucking good compared to what it did look like. This was actually a lot simpler than I expected, and I think the only part that we didn't get back completely to normal was this top of the ear. The rot on that was just too far gone, and it's all kind of stuck to itself up there, but it doesn't feel sticky now, so I don't really think that it's going to continue to rot. Maybe once it was out of the environment that caused it to be like that in the first place, it just hit a stopping point. So yeah, not bad for $1 and a little bit of work. I mean, there really wasn't that much work to it, just a little bit of time. So yeah, I think we saved it. I'm a little bummed out that it's not an actual top stone wolf. As you can see, this is what caused my confusion, seeing it balled up in a little teeny tiny scrunchy latex ball with the same kind of hair and the same paint job really led me to believe that that's what we had, but it's actually just a mask that's really fucking close. Still, just $1, and it was a fun little video. I was curious if I could save it, and I think I did, so did you guys enjoy this type of video? Make sure to let me know down below in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and show this guy off now that he's complete and back to normal, and unfortunately I just completely forgot to take like an up-close shot of this before, so you'll have to just go off of the photo that I've shown, or the video of me finding it that I showed earlier in this video. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Say no to drugs and alcohol, and until next time, we will see you later.